host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Sun, which on December 16th is going to be transiting the sign of Sagittarius. So from December 16th till January 13th, it's going to be dignified in the sign of Sagittarius. Now friends, during this time, Sun is going to be receiving the aspect of the planet Mars as well. So like the way Mars was giving its great aspect to its own house, to its own sign in Scorpio, so Mars is going to be still influencing Sun with its 8th aspect as well. So the whole planetary concentration which was there in the Scorpio, so first Mercury left, then Venus left, and finally Sun also transited to the Sagittarius sign. And just before that, guys, like the news which was trending yesterday, so this basketball player, I guess her name is Brittany Griner. So she was imprisoned in the Russia, and she has been released in exchange of this Victor Bout, the Russian arm dealer. So it was going viral, and that in a way can give you this insight about these kind of government related deals, because had it been very streamlined, no one would have objected to it. Then I would not have attached it with the Sun in Scorpio energy. But just because then Donald Trump also started tweeting in his own platform, I guess that is truth or what, that why an arm dealer who is responsible for so many deaths. Rather than that, there is one more imprisoned American Marine person, I guess, Paul Wiener, that he should have been released. So yeah, this is what will give you an insight about the way Sun's presence in the Scorpio manifest results. So guys, in general, if you want to understand the basic attributes or results of this transit, so nothing could be a better placement for Sun other than being transiting in the Sagittarius. Like rather, I would say that if you will compare Sun's placement in its best dignity, so obviously Leo is a sign which Sun rules by itself, and in Aries it gets exalted. But still over there in these two signs, there is always this fear that Sun's energy can manifest in a very egoistic way as well. But when we talk about Sun's influence in the Sagittarius, it has everything to do with the righteousness, with the religious doctrines, with the philosophy, doing things in a very right way, a very good sign for the people connected with judiciary, travel business, higher education, motivational speaker. So overall, a very good placement for Sun to be in the Sagittarius. And guys, definitely we cannot attach this transit or cannot give it as much importance as we give to the slow moving planets like the transit of Jupiter or Saturn. But just because Sun is a significator of recognition, of confidence, of limelight. So let's say, for example, if you are in that stage of your life, you are awaiting some sort of promotion, recognition, awaiting for a job, awaiting for any government tender, or during this time you have to give any public performances and all of that. And if this transit is going to be taking place in some auspicious houses basis your lagna, then some good results can be anticipated. And lastly guys, just because in whichever house Sun transits, and if you have some natal planets being placed over there, so many times Sun in a very positive way also trigger the benefic side of those planets as well. So if in your natal chart you have some important planets being placed in the Sagittarius, like your lagna is of Sagittarius, Jupiter is placed over there, and Sun is going to be transiting over it. And let's say, for example, if you are already working in the domain of that planet, in the domain of that house, then some recognition can also be anticipated. So yes guys, this was just a basic overview of this upcoming transit of the Sun. Now we will try to understand the customized results for all the lagnas. So guys, starting first with the Aries lagna people. So definitely guys, in your case, Sun becomes a very auspicious planet. It has got the rulership of your one of the trine houses, like 5th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 9th house. So a very good time for students, for people connected with art, entertainment, media. During this time, if you have to give any performance, or if you are very much invested in stock market, in trading, so a very good time for all the Aries lagna people. Now guys, in your case, because Mars becomes your ascendant lord, and Mars is right now transiting in your 2nd house, and it is going to be giving straight aspect straight, rather eighth aspect to your fifth house lord as well. So I would say a very good sign in the matters of finances, and if your ongoing dashas are running favorable and you are in that line of work where these kind of sudden financial gain is possible. Now obviously if you are in a banking job or a 9 to 5 job, your employer is not going to say that, you know, take some double salary during this month, although it's a time of holiday, Christmas, New Year, bonuses and all of that. But yes, for the Aries Lagna people, if you are in that line of work where expecting some new projects, tenders, freelance work, if all of that is getting qualified in your case, then a very good time for all the Aries Lagna people. And I would say that do whatever you want to do, but taking out time for the devotion and bhakti of your Ishta Devta will be very auspicious, will actually strengthen the prospects of your luck. And guys, I always say this thing, that wherever it comes down to the fifth house, we only look at the education, we only look at the children or art, entertainment, but we forget the most important aspect. Fifth house tells about how your mind function. So your fifth house lord going in the ninth house will definitely fill your mind with very optimistic, very inspirational ideas. Now guys, moving ahead for all the Taurus Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, Sun has got the rulership of your fourth house and it is going to be transiting in your like eighth house. Now guys, in your case, one good thing which is taking place right now is that Mars is right now transiting over there in your first house. So I would say that if you are in that line of work like real estate or anything to do with like all those people who are architect or working in the fields of interior decor or high-end luxury goods, so those people can actually remain lucky in grabbing some important contracts or tenders or projects. So in those cases, this can still be seen as a good time. Like guys, when we talk about Sun's role, so Sun, even when it is transiting in the eighth house, it cannot cause that much of the trouble which otherwise like Mars or Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, or even your ascendant lord can also make you prone towards some sort of clandestine connections and all of that. But Sun in itself does not hold any of the potential to do any harm to you. I have already mentioned this thing. For people connected with the fourth house related profession, they can expect some sudden speculative windfall sort of gain kind of situation. It can materialize in their case. In the domestic life, there could be some intense emotions which you have to face because see, obviously in your case, Mars is right now transiting in your first house. So your emotions, your intensity of emotion is already very high right now. And over and above that, fourth house lord going in the eighth house can trigger those emotions. Now it all comes down to what kind of family situation and circumstances you are going through, what kind of dashas are right now operational in your case. Let's say for example, if you're already going through some very prone or vulnerable dasha and within your family environment there is some sort of ongoing family dispute is taking place, then it can go very bad. And let's say for example, if everything is good and you have to attend any wedding, any family auspicious event is going to be taking place, so whatsoever emotions will generate during this time, the intensity of that is going to be very strong. If it is good, you will feel on the top of the world, and if it is bad, you will feel like, oh my god, nothing is left, no hope is left. So just try to keep it balanced. And yes guys, this is all what I can say. And generally this can be seen as a very good time for selling out any property if for long you have been planning to do that. And I would say that for people invested in research, exploration, some good breakthrough can be made during this time. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Gemini Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, it is going to be a benefic transit because Sun in your case has got the rulership of your third house and it is going to be transiting in your seventh house. So a very good time. Like during this time, you can make some very strong connections, and specifically people who are working as a journalist, as a content creator, social media influencer, or even if you are in business, in whichsoever capacity you are operating. Now this could be you are a small time trader, or this could be you have a very multi-million, very big business. So in whichsoever capacity you are operating right now, a very good time for gaining out of your influence, gaining out of the support of the people, and some good financial decision taken by you will prove to be very profitable. Guys, we cannot even overlook this fact that right at the end of this transit of the sun, Saturn would have transited to your 9th house. So overall, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable. Specifically people who are connected with business or in the fields of communication, social media, this can be seen as a very profitable transit for all those people. Moving ahead, guys, now for all the Cancer Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can see that sun has got the rulership of your 2nd house, and it is going to be transiting in your 6th house. So one thing is for sure, guys, that during this time, just to outshine people around you or impress other people around you, do not go overboard with your spendings. Second thing is that during this time you might have to come across all those situations where people, your colleagues or people at work front could reach out to you for some sort of financial aid or financial help. So if you can afford doing that, then it's fine. Otherwise, keep working on some excuse in beforehand, because you might need it. And guys, I would say this seems to be a very profitable time for people who are in job. So all those people who are working in multinational organizations and companies and in private sector, so those people can get benefited. But for the business community or people connected with business, I'm just looking forward to a very mediocre time. Rather, I would say that if you are in that capacity that you are operating on a very big level, so your juniors, your subordinates or your employees might reach out to you for some financial raise or any of the remuneration related concerns. So be very watchful, be very cautious over there. In one regard, I'm looking at this transit very profitable for people who are connected with the health industry, fitness industry or food industry. So some good decisions taken by you will reap some very good rewards or results in times to come. And let's say, for example, for all the Cancer Lagna people, for any of the concerns of expansion of your business and you have been contemplating on applying for a loan or some sort of fundings and all of that, so in those pursuit you can receive success when sun, your 2nd house lord, is going to be transiting in your 6th house. And although sun is not in that situation to make you your public image prone or vulnerable, but let's say, for example, if you will be put forth in a situation where you have to arbitrate or solve any of the people's problem around you, so try to remain as fair as possible, because any of the favorism, any of the biasness might come back to you. Moving ahead, guys, now for all the Leo Lagna people. So guys, a very good time for you. Your ascendant lord is going to be transiting in your 5th house. So beyond doubt, wheresoever ascendant lord goes, our focus goes in the matters of that house. So guys, definitely a lot many Leo Lagna people will be very much concerned and very much being able to take out time for your family, for your children. All those people who have to write any competitive exam, a very good time. All those people who have to give any performance, any of the important meetings, a very good time. And guys, this can also be seen as a very good time in the matters of the trading, investments as well. Guys, I can assure you, whatsoever you have struggled or you have endured in the past 2.5 years when Saturn was transiting in your 6th house, the result of all of that is not very far. Very soon Saturn is going to be transiting in your 7th house, a very good, a very dignified placement. So I would say that keep your morale high. And the good part about the 5th house is that it does not only give us financial returns or a very optimistic thought process, good progeny, but 5th house has also got a lot of adventure streak attached to it, because This is the original house of happiness and entertainment. So you can also consider planning a road trip or spending some quality time with your friend. And I've already mentioned this thing, a very good time for all those people who have any of the artistic creative hobbies with them. Now this could be whether you are doing it professionally or whether you are on side, apart from your regular job on side, you are a painter, you are a dancer, you are an actor. So a very good time for all the Leo Lagna people. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Virgo Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can see that Sun has got the rulership of your 12th house and it is going to be transiting in your 4th house. So definitely guys, like I have seen this kind of combination in those cases where people are living away from their birthplaces, and during this time any of the family matters required their presence within the family, like all the family members, they get together, and we cannot even overlook this fact that it is a time of festivities and festival and celebration. So any of the reconnection with your family or paying a visit to your family will prove to be very rejuvenating, very therapeutic for a lot many Virgo Lagna natives. Apart from that guys, if in your line of work any of the foreign investments, foreign trading, immigration related concerns, if that is getting qualified in your case, so a very good time for all those pursuit as well. It's just like that guys, I've already mentioned this thing, this can be seen as a good transit in the lines of family camaraderie for any overseas interest. But when it comes down to expenses, so they could suddenly go high. But the good part over here is that guys, whenever the house lord of expenses gets or makes a connection with the 2nd house or 4th house, the beautiful aspect is that we end up spending money, but only in the matters which bring happiness in our life. So overall, it's a very uplifting time for all the Virgo Lagna natives. And if in your line of work, in your profession, you are already operational or working in the domains of 4th house, so this can actually bring some unknown or sudden sort of recognition, like some help or support from unknown resources can suddenly materialize for a lot many Virgo Lagna natives. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Libra Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can fairly see that Sun has got the rulership of your 11th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 3rd house. So one of the very good transit, because guys, these are among those houses which represents our connection, our networking, our self-expression. So 11th house, which is the house of your wish fulfillment, which is the house of your connections and your supplementary income as well. So 11th house lord coming to your 3rd house can be seen as a boon, specifically if you are engaged in those fields, whether you are a journalist, you are a interviewer, or anything to do with the content creator, influencer, or in whichever capacity. If you work with your hands, if you are a skilled person, so definitely whatsoever work you have been doing, recognition will come in that lines. And for all those people who are always on a lookout for some new project, some new idea, new collaboration, new funding, new sponsorship, so a very good time for all those people. So in a way guys, whether you talk about spending some good quality time with your friends, receiving right set of support from your friends, from your contacts, so this can be seen as a very promising transit in all those matters. And guys, if you have to, like if you are jobless for a long span of time and you are consistently applying for a job, so success in all those areas can also be seen with this entry of Sun in your 3rd house. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Scorpio Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, Sun has got the rulership of your 10th house, house of your professional endeavors, your actions, and it is going to be transiting in your 2nd house of your income, your family values, your speech. So first of all guys, this is a kind of a combination where, like let's say for example, you kind of feel that you are not getting remunerated as per your talents. So this could be a very good time to raise this matter to your bosses, to your authority figures. And in lot many cases, I have also seen this thing that all those people in their line of work, they are doing some philanthropic work or some humanitarian work, so suddenly getting recognized and that sort of recognition coming to your family because of some good deeds which you have done. So this is that kind of typical yoga. And also guys, this is a kind of a combination which also makes the speech of the people very kind of inspirational, very motivating to other people, very inspiring. Because guys, in your case, this transit also becomes very important because your ascendant lord is also giving its 8th aspect from the 7th house. And guys, whether we talk about 7th house, this is also very important house for people connected with business or daily customers, for people who are in any of the grocery store business. So overall guys, a very good time, very uplifting time for all the Scorpio Lagna natives. And if your ongoing dashas are running favorable, so some good financial perks and revenues will be experienced by a lot many Scorpio Lagna natives. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so definitely guys, nothing could be better than this, that your 9th house lord is going to be transiting in your 1st house. So all the divine wisdom, right set of wise counsel will come to you on its own when sun is going to be transiting in your 1st house. Any of the matters of foreign travels, any of the matters of higher education, enrollment in any foreign university will prove to be very profitable. So guys, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable in any way. The way overall planetary transit is contributing to you, so that is actually putting you in a position of power. A lot of limelight is coming to you. So how you utilize this surge of energy will be dependent on your choices, on your actions, but transit is actually giving you the right set of pedestal or platform to perform. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Capricorn Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, sun has got the rulership of your 8th house and it is going to be transiting in your 12th house. So definitely guys, 2 karmic houses are getting active. So that in itself tells about that it's a very uplifting time for any of the religious pilgrimage, any of the spiritual austerity. Like if you will consider attending any yoga retreat, any of the yoga commune or festival, that will prove to be very uplifting. Guys, we overlook the importance of the 12th house, but in day to day, I keep on coming across lot many people like they start their day with filled with lot of energy, and by the time they reach the end of their shift or in the latter half of the day, they are just exuding that pent up energy, nervous energies, and some of the people getting misdirected, just taking wrong decision. This could be alcohol, this could be getting fascinated towards all the wrong things. So 12th house plays a very pivotal role in getting rid of all those pent up energies which are draining us unconsciously. So I would say that any of the therapy, any of the rejuvenating session, this could be anything which brings relaxation for you, could be considered. Also guys, this can be seen as a very good time for people who are like in any way they are associated with the religious work, spiritual and philanthropic and humanitarian work. So if you are actively engaged in all these work and you are not getting the due recognition for all of your hard work, so recognition can come. And people who are working behind the screen, now this could be you are working in the prisons, in the hospitals, any of the service industry, so those people still can get benefited with this entry of sun in your 12th house, and a very good time for people who are dedicated to research or exploration. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Aquarius Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, sun has got the rulership of your 7th house and it is going to be transiting in your 11th house. So guys, what better can I say for you guys? Because see, it's like your all the wishes of 7th house is going in the house of wishes getting fulfilled. Now if your wish is connected with finding a right partner, you are on that matrimonial lookout, so that can get materialized. Because guys, in your case, Jupiter is also transiting right now in your 2nd house, so which also plays a very pivotal role in all those cases where people are resorting towards arranged marriage. So a very good time in all those areas. And also guys, any of the business related concern like finding any funding or right set of clients or right set of government projects, so success can come in all these areas. And also guys, we cannot even overlook this fact that very soon, by the end of this transit of sun, like just after a couple of days of that, on January 17th, Saturn is also going to be transiting in your first house, a very good Raj Yoga. So overall guys, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable. Definitely, whether you are connected with the public service, mass media, government related work, if all of that is getting qualified in your case, so a very good uplifting time for all the Aquarius Lagna natives. And also guys, because whenever we talk about these air houses like 3rd house, 7th house, 11th house, it has also to do with the travels, making new connection, or having some good time with your friends, travel and all of that. So overall, a very uplifting time for the Aquarius Lagna natives. Only one thing which I want to say over here is that keep your social life active. And lastly guys, for all the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Sun has got the rulership of your 6th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 10th house. So definitely guys, it's a very good time for getting the due recognition for all the sacrifices, all the struggle, all the hard work which you have been putting forth. Because guys, I've already mentioned this thing, Sun actually gets the directional strength whenever it is transiting in the 10th house. And over this time, it is not only transiting the 10th house, but also transiting the sign of its very good friend. And the way overall planetary vibration is impacting or influencing this Sun in the 10th house, so it is actually creating a very good yoga for getting the due recognition. So now whether you are a politician, you are an actor, in any way, getting the support of the masses, of the people, of authority figures, getting due recognition or support from them, if that is getting qualified in your case, so you will get the due recognition during this time when your 6th house lord is going to be transiting in your 10th house. So this is something guys which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.